NPR News from Washington. 300 million Eastern Orthodox Christians are observing Easter this weekend, many of them in a coronavirus lockdown. Joanna Kikissis reports from Athens that rogue priests are flouting a ban on opening churches to the public.
Father Christoforos Woulis on the Greek island of Chios is known as the Flying Priest for the way he flies out of the sanctuary and scatters laurel leaves during Easter services. This morning, he left the doors of his church open, defying a strict government ban. A woman tried to enter the church and was detained by police. Christoforos ran out, angrily waving his laurel leaves. Shame, he screamed. Shame on the police. Shame on society. He was arrested and fined more than $5,000. Two more Greek priests have also been arrested for flouting the church ban, but most are observing it, chanting to empty pews as Easter services are broadcast live to millions. For NPR News, I'm Joanna Kikissis in Athens.
Another day of the new normal as Vice President Mike Pence delivered the commencement address to the 2020 graduating class of the U.S. Air Force Academy. But the event, the Academy's 62nd graduation ceremony, which usually attracts huge crowds to the stadium in Colorado Springs, today only included cadets in blue and white dress uniforms, sitting 8 feet apart. They also put on masks once the ceremony was complete. Friends and family had to watch online, but it was live. I'm Janine Herbst, and you're listening to NPR News from Washington.
Support for NPR comes from NPR stations. Other contributors include Rock Auto, an online auto parts store shipping parts directly to customers worldwide. Everything from engine control modules to tail lamps. More at rockauto.com. And the listeners who support this NPR station.
It's weekend, All Things Considered on 1021 WMUK, public radio from Western Michigan University. Fresh Air Weekend is coming up tonight at 6 o'clock. Then it's Live Wire at 7. Grassroots begins at 8 o'clock this evening. And Acoustic Cafe comes to you at 10 o'clock tonight. You can find our full program schedule at WMUK.org, including classical WMUK at 89.9 FM in Kalamazoo and at WMUK HD2.
This is All Things Considered from NPR News. I'm Michelle Martin. We're going to start the program today talking about food. For many people across the country, food has become a serious source of stress during this pandemic because they're out of work or are having trouble accessing what they need. We've seen pictures of long lines outside of food banks, while at the same time we're hearing reports of farmers dumping food or plowing it back into the ground. In a few minutes, we're going to hear about why that's happening. And we're going to hear from Virginia Senator Tim Kaine about a pilot program that would expand how recipients of SNAP, the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, could get groceries. But first, we want to deal with those provocative tweets President Trump directed at Senator Kaine's state and a few others in support of people protesting social distancing guidelines. Senator, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us.
Michelle, so good to be with you today.
But before we talk about this subject for which we called you today, I do have to ask you about something that President Trump said yesterday. He called out your state, among others, on Twitter, writing, quote, "Liberate Virginia and save your great Second Amendment. It's under siege." And these tweets were directed at states that have